nothing as low vibrational as my choice and them cheaters. Like, it's very disappointing.
My new bitch look like Tyler Perry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she too.
Hey guys, hey besties, welcome to my channel. Finally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a tad bit nervous, and it feels really strange saying that, like, knowing for a fact that it's going to be something I'm gonna put out there, because trust and believe, I've said that a million times. The only difference was the fact that there were no guys, no besties, and absolutely no channel. So to be finally sitting here and filming my first ever YouTube video is tricky, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, welcome to my channel. My name is Nonsegalolomsizo for those of you guys who do not know me, and this is going to be my first ever YouTube video. As you can see from the title of the video, this is a get to know me tag. So I basically went onto my Instagram to ask my people to please send me get to know me tag questions for me to answer, and for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So yeah, without any further rambling, we are going to get right into the questions. I have them written here, and I got like around about 28 questions, so I'm going to try by all means to run through them. Before that, I would like to thank all of you guys, all 120 of you guys who have subscribed. Ngiyabonga. I'm so grateful for you guys. You guys mean the world to me, and if you haven't subscribed, BESTIE, please do the most, okay? Counting on you. But anyway, without any further rambling, let's get right into the video. So the first question is, what made you start your YouTube channel, and what can we expect from you? So a little story. I obviously, like, growing up as a child, knew of YouTube to be a thing, and I've always kind of consumed YouTube content. But I think the only difference is the fact that I never really like knew that there was the lifestyle vlogs on YouTube, if I may put it. So I think at around about like the age of 11, 12, I came across like the first ever YouTuber, and that was like none other than Kali Babel. And I fell in love with the idea of documenting one's day-to-day life, and just realizing that a person could like film what they get up to on a daily, and people can watch it and really fall in love with it. So I was just like, like this. But I just don't know, at the time it didn't really feel super relatable, because it just, angazi, felt like more or less like an American dream or something along those lines. And then I think a year later, my sister then introduced me to Snegiwe's vlogs, Snegiwe Mhlanga, the mother of snacks. And I was like, this really feels like home, and I really like it. But I think the final, I really want to do this moment was when I actually came across Honor Oliphant's channel in 2020. I think I was in my first year, which we're gonna get into another time. But yeah, I think that's when I decided to start my YouTube channel, and that's why I decided I just really like the idea of documenting one's day-to-day life, and just really the idea of connecting with people over a screen, like I'm connecting with you now. And then what can you expect from me? I think this is, okay, I know for sure that this is going to be a channel where I basically document my day-to-day life, just like that. So there's going to be a lot of lifestyle vlogs, there's going to be a lot of med school related vlogs, and just med school related sit-down videos, where basically via med school, it's just really going to be me sharing my experience and just kind of bringing you guys in on my journey. And then there's also going to be like fashion hauls there and there, because I am one person who really loves fashion and trends there and there, and I do like to believe that my style is good. I like to believe. But yeah, honestly, I think that's like really going to be about it. And a few story times here and there. My life is not that interesting, it's not that eventful, so I'm not going to have a lot of story times, but that's like an idea of what you could expect from me. And then the next question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Promise. No one really ever calls me that, but yeah, my middle name is Promise. How old are you, and when is your birthday? According to Home Affairs, I'm 21 years old, and I'll be turning 22 this year. I don't like the sound of that, don't like the idea of that. It really feels and sounds super heavy for my liking. I mean, I'm forever 16, and I don't understand Wuti. Like, what do you mean when you are saying Ziggy is in her 20s? Like, it's really somehow very cringe. What are you talking about? But yeah, I'm 21, and my birthday is on the 19th of March. I was born on the 19th of March 2002. So if you wanna, do a little something for a girl, a little gift, a little cupcake, you know when to do that. But yeah, the next question is, how many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings. I have an older sister who's like 5 years older than I am, and a little brother, younger brother, who's like 2 years 7 months younger than I am. So I have 2 siblings, and I have stepsisters and stepbrothers from my dad. So yeah, older sisters and older brothers from Wabami. And then the next question is, who's Nansigalala Msizwa? What defines Nsigi in 3 words? Tricky. I think I would say, I don't know, the reason why I'm saying this is tricky is because it feels like, tell me about yourself, and I never know how to respond to that question. But I think the 3 words that would best describe who Nsegi is, I think beautiful, ambitious, and a little bit feisty there and there. So I think I'm a beautiful person inside. I mean, as you can see right now, scrumdily young. But like over that, I just do think I'm one person with, you know, a very beautiful soul, beautiful energy, beautiful aura. And yeah, I think beautiful is definitely part of the description. Ambitious, you know, a little bit of a go-getter. One thing about me, if I want something, I'm not gonna back down until I have it. And I think that is just like who I am. And then I have a little bit of feistiness there and there. I'm not the most feisty character you'd come across, but you know, what you deserve if you come at me skewed. Okay, so I have a little bit of feistiness in me. It's very subtle, but it is there. And then the next question is, how would you describe your upbringing? I think I'd say my upbringing was like genuinely amazing, if I'm really being honest. I grew up in Siyabuswa. I was born and raised in Siyabuswa. It's a relatively good area, not too rural, but definitely not like, you know, not up there. It's not the burbs or anything along those lines. It's just, I think, a good in between. So I was born and raised there. I was born into a family of, what should we say? Do we say a family of 5? Miss Bala Nabazali. I don't know how to put it, but yeah. So it was basically a Kai. It was basically my dad, my mom, my sister, me, and my little brother for like the longest time before obviously my niece and my nephew were there. But like beyond that, it was just the 5 of us. I think the only glitch around my upbringing was the fact that things were not like really too good financially. So like the financial aspect of things was like a bit shaky for my liking. So I think my parents' financial standing was way much better before we were born. My dad had a butchery, and as soon as we were born, like things kind of went downhill. I think it was just in jail. We see business was no longer looking good, and I think it's also because of personal things that were happening in his life at the time. Yeah, so that was like the only, you know, I had everything I needed and a bit of what I wanted, but not everything. It wasn't like the most comfortable financial setup. But beyond that, everything else was amazing. I grew up in church. I went to church like all my life. I was born it was, you know, church this. To this day, my mom is very much a church lady. So yeah, and it was basically like, it was the most beautiful setup, other than the fact that, you know, isn't a bit shaker financially, but like otherwise it was great. It was amazing. Very warm family, very warm household, and very supportive parents. My parents believed in me more than I could ever believe in myself, and for that I'm forever going to be grateful. In my next life, I think I want Jay's to appear to the way it was. The only difference is it was you know, like in comparison to where we are right now. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'd like to change about that. But the next question is favorite food and favorite place to be. I think for food, I'm a very simple girl. Anything with pasta, like anything with pasta and meat on top, count me and love me. I'm very much a pasta girl. And then I just love anything meaty, honestly. Anything jane and yama, pagati, can't me. But I'm also a very picky eater, so I don't eat a lot of things. But like for the most part, I don't like slimy things. Anything slimy, anything somehow. That's why I'm very picky when it comes to seafood. For example, like I, you know, pick and choose what I eat in relation to seafood. But otherwise, pasta, anything meaty, count me in. What is your favorite series? My current favorite series is Who Are We Running From? I'm not necessarily that much of a series girl, but I think that really did it for me, because at the time when I watched it, I was going through the most, like I had just gone through my first heartbreak, and I wanted to just sacrifice that boy to Mama Bambi. Honestly, if you haven't watched the series, a little bit, summary of what happens there. So there's basically Bambi and Bambi's mother. I don't know if we know Bambi's mother's name, but like Bambi is a teenage girl, and then there's Umamake. She grew up, like the mother grew up in a very toxic family. Her parents were very brutal to her. They even wanted her to like kill Bambi, and then she sort of like kind of hating men and just hating anyone and everyone who would cross her. If you like step on her toe, you are dead. So she would like brutally murder like men who would go for her daughter or even for her. So I think at the time I was really going through it, and I was like, go, kill them all, because men are the T-word basically. So yeah, I think that's my current favorite series. I really hope we get a season 2 for that. The next question is what is the one thing you cannot leave without? I think the one thing I cannot leave without is definitely my phone. If you want to really mess with me, tamper with my phone and you will get to see who Ntsiki is. I really love this girl. She's my first ever big girl love, and yeah, I just genuinely love her with everything I have in me. So I think that's the one thing I cannot leave without. And then on to the next, do you want tattoos? No, I don't think I want tattoos, and the reason behind that is because I think tattoos are too permanent for my liking. One thing about me, I am very indecisive. I'm still yet to come across a person as indecisive as I am. So I change my mind a lot, and I don't think tattoos would work. And I don't know, man, naking when I'm okay, naking when I'm and when the world beats me up, I'm gonna go to church. So no, I don't think I'm going to ever get tattoos. So now we're going to move right along to the more medical school related questions. And for those of you guys who do not know, I am a third-year medical student at Stellenbosch University. I did my second year last year, and I'll be doing my third year this year. So yeah, just in case you didn't know. So the first question in relation to that is, if not medicine, what would you be studying? Growing up as a child, I think the one thing I always kind of wanted to study was teaching. Like, it was education. I wanted to become a teacher, and I just don't know, I feel like the dream kind of died along the way. But like yeah, I think that's, to this day, I think the one thing I would kind of enjoy studying other than medicine is teaching. And by the way, I also, medicine was not the first thing I ever studied. Like, this was not my first ever degree I enrolled for. I have done 1 year of chemical engineering at Verts in 2020, and I decided to then kind of change into medicine. But that's a story for another day. I'm definitely going to let you in on why that and why the change and all of that. So the next question is, why medicine, and where's the interest coming from? And another one that links to that, this lover of mine said, hey lover, first of all, I hope you're doing good. My question is, was it genuine sincerity to help others that actually intrigued you about studying medicine? I don't know how to answer this question in bits and pieces. I think my next video is definitely going to be me narrating my journey into medical school, because it was very eventful. And I don't think I can give you an answer right now for you to understand my choice or why I actually ended up choosing medicine. I can't give you a straight answer right now. So I think please bear with me and wait for that video. I'm going to let you guys in on everything that actually transpired for me to move from where I was to actually getting into medicine. But like, about my love for helping people, I think partially, not entirely though. So I think it's quite a lot. I can't really give you a straight answer right now. You will like kind of get a full idea of what I'm talking about, because I'm going to refer to things that don't make sense. But yeah, let's wait for the video, and I'm going to give you a whole story as to what happened and why I ended up choosing medicine. And partially, yes, I've always loved helping people, but I just don't think I loved helping people in a vulnerable position. I think I loved the idea of helping people in less pressurizing setups, if I may put it. But yeah, the next question is, can you please show how you study in medical school? My medical school journey has been very experimental, I'm not gonna lie. How do I even respond to this? I think right now, I know it sounds really crazy. I mean, I'm done with 2 years of medical school already, but if I'm really being honest, it's really been me winging it. And I don't really have any third way of actually doing it. It's just really been tears and praying and cramming last minute there and there, and getting to kind of go through things again and again if I have the chance to do that, which is like hardly ever the case. And I think the reason behind me having like struggled with figuring out how to study up to so far is the fact that I matriculated in 2019, right? A little context. Matriculated in 2019, enrolled for engineering in 2020, but that was a very horrific year of my life, so I don't really consider that year as my year of studying. So the last ever active studying before 2022 was 2019. So the 2-year gap in between kind of really did a number on me. Like it just really moved me backwards. So I think for the past 2 years of medical school, I was still kind of trying to learn how to study again. And just with medical school having like so much work, it was like very chaotic. So I think we are just going to figure it out from here going forward. I think third year is going to be way much better, and I think maybe like in a few months or even a year or even 2 years later I'll have a proper answer for this question in particular. But right now, baby, I'm not gonna lie. And then the next question is, why still in uni? Okay, so applying to when I actually was now applying to medical school, I applied at UP, at SU, which is Stellenbosch Uni, and then I also applied to SMU and Wits. So Wits was like completely out of the picture, like automatically, because they sent me an automatic response saying that you have partially completed a degree with us, and it wasn't like the most successful, so we're not going to grant you a spot in medicine. So it was like completely out, and then I was left with UP, Stellenbosch Uni, and SMU. And then I got into SU first, and I was like, okay, it's also a great medical school. I think I would love studying there. So I was like, yeah, I would definitely go there, and I took the offer. Then I waited on UP. I think like my first options there were like UP or SU, because I didn't really want to go to SMU. And then SMU responded after SU, like I think at the beginning of the year in 2022. Yeah, I think in the beginning of 2022 they responded and said you have a spot. And then UP waitlisted me, and they only told me I got an in only in like the day I landed in Cape Town. So I was just like, you know what, I'm already here, so I'm gonna have to decline the offer. And that's the reason why I kind of leaned towards SU. But yeah, I do think it's a great medical school. Get out of there as a well-rounded doctor, and I think I love that about my institution. So have you considered starting out of South Africa? No, Cape Town is way too far away from home. I can't imagine myself starting out of the country. So no, I have never really considered starting out of SA. And then the next question is, how have you balanced things in Jay, the passing of Umkhulu, relocating, new friends, and medical school? This is actually a question from a relative of mine, so shout out to you, Kazi. Umkhulu is my dad. I lost my dad in 2021 to cancer. So he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 2020 December. And then he was on chemo, and they told us it was like a tad bit promising. But then I think round about like July 2021 got COVID, and then a few weeks later on he passed on. So that's, you know, that's the little background story. But via that, I don't know, like life really changed after the passing of my dad, and I think the most changes came from the things that actually transpired just after he passed on. It was a very traumatic experience. It's not a chat for the nerds, so I'm not gonna get into that. And I just genuinely feel like even if it wasn't for that, healing after the loss of a loved one is not a linear journey. So I think on some days I do feel like, you know, I'm getting there, I'm getting better. On some days it really feels like it's happening all over again. So I guess I haven't really balanced that. I don't even think we would see there's, you know, a way to wing it. You just go through the emotions and whatever comes with that. And then relocating, new friends in medical school. I think it's been great, honestly. I think I'm also kind of winging it. I don't know who things will see, like how did I balance it, but like it's just really been kind of great, because I just really felt like after everything that had happened in that 2 years of my life, 2020 and 2021, I needed like a fresh start. And I just feel like going to Cape Town and actually starting an entire new degree from scratch, and something that I love more than what I was actually doing before, really kind of felt like a second chance. And I just love it. I just feel like it's great, it's amazing, I can't complain. The next question is, what type of doctor would you like to be? I think a typical good doctor. I don't know how to respond to this, but I think just beyond like being a good, competent and dedicated doctor, I would like to be a voice of the voiceless. I think I'd like to really advocate for people who are not in positions to speak for themselves and you know, like push health matters in relation to them. If I may put it, and guys, my English bundles are depleting, but yeah, I hope you get what I mean. The reason why that is like super close to my heart is the fact that at some point in time I almost lost my life just because a health professional decided certain things were not that deep. It's gonna be a story for another day. But like I think the biggest thing that is like super close to my heart is making sure that the voiceless have a voice through me. So I think that's like the biggest thing I would like to do as a doctor. And then, have you thought of specializing yet? No, I haven't thought of any speciality I'd like to tap into. And I think the reason behind me not necessarily like allow myself maybe to, okay, I haven't really even gotten to my clinical years, so I think my knowledge and like what I think I'd like is like very limited at this point. But another thing is the fact that I don't think I want to dedicate that much of my life to medicine. I think there are other aspects of my life that I would like to tap into, so I guess we'll see. I wouldn't also mind just being a GP, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd be super happy getting the opportunity to venture into other things and just like remain a GP. And then moving right along, the next question is, are you still friends with all your high school friends? Not really. No, I'm not. I'm friends with all my high school friends. I'm still friends with 2 of them. I don't have too many high school friends. I had like around about 5 friends in high school. We were like a group of 6 girls, and yeah, I think throughout my entire high school journey. And then quite a lot, actually, it was a very eventful friendship. Quite a lot was happening there, and it ended up in tears. It ended up not really working out. Maybe I will make a story time one day, but I think I'm very skeptical about it because obviously, you know, it involves other people and it didn't end in the most beautiful way. It was not just a normal outgrowing each other type of thing. So I wouldn't want to trigger anyone maybe who was like, so if I do make a story time, it would just be for the sole reason of narrating a story and kind of really relaying to you guys what I learned about myself in friendships, what I want for myself, and also my toxic traits and what I needed to tweak there and there. So the next question is, who was your first heartbreak? I think the funny part about it is the fact that my first heartbreak was like very recent. I think it was like March 2023, so like very recently. It hasn't even been a year. And let me tell you something, that guy, let me just say, before him, I never thought anyone would do me like that. I never thought I'd allow a nigger to do me like that. He did me so dirty, like he did me so dirty, like I'm not gonna lie. And I just don't know. I think one other thing that you need to know about me is the fact that my choice in man is very, very low vibrational. There is nothing as low vibrational as my choice in them cheaters. Like, it's very disappointing. So I think yeah, that was like, I don't know how to respond to this because obviously I'm not gonna call out his name, but yeah, that was the first little crappy thing to break my heart. I hate him, look-y hate him. But yeah, the next question is, would you like to get married young? No, I don't think I'd like to get married young. Initially, like, I think growing up as a child, I thought I would like to be a young mom, and I thought I don't want to have kids out of wedlock because I want to have, you know, kids in the way that my mom had kids. And I hope I still live up to that dream. But like, so obviously it would mean that I would need to get married first before having kids. So it would automatically mean I wanted to get married young. But right now, no, I've changed my mind, more especially just looking at how things are kind of going to turn out. If things go according to plan, I'm going to graduate at the age of 25 and start start with my internship at 26. So it's kind of very tricky. Like, I'm going to in between. Like, I'm gonna just, like, I think my late 20s are gonna be for me, just like for me, you know, enjoying, I don't know, or just maneuvering my way through being a working girl and, you know, being an adult who's not supposed to, like, kind of, yeah, I just think it's gonna be for me. So I don't really see, if it happens, it happens, but I don't think I'm very intentional about getting married young. It's not a big deal. And I'm also a very selfish person, so not selfish in a bad way, but like I yeah, I think I need to enjoy sex before anyone else can actually enjoy her. I need to enjoy her before my husband could enjoy her and before my kids could enjoy her. So yeah. Okay, the next question is relationship status, and one that links to that is, are you single, and if so, are you looking? Yes, I'm single. I'm as single as they come. I'm as single as I came out of my mother's womb. Okay. And am I looking? No, I don't know what constitutes looking, like what qualifies looking. I don't think I'm looking, but if anything, or if anyone finds me, put a ring on it, baby. But yeah, I'm single. And then next question is, money or love? Baby, can we have both? I think the question is missing, because where's the both option? Because I think, yeah, can we please have both? Doch, for my sake, can we please have both? But yeah, I think, I don't know, I think I am a lover girl at heart, but like, money is important. I love money. I'm also a lover of fine things. So baby, how are we gonna get them if we don't have the money? But like, I think I don't know, I think both. Can I please have both? I'm just putting it out to the universe. Both, baby. The next question is, what irks you the most? I think there's nothing that irks me more than people who chew, like, I don't know, like, why are you a loud chewer? Like, why are you chewing so loudly? I really hate that. And I just genuinely feel like, yeah, I'm very sensitive to the sound of like chewing sounds. So I think that's the one thing that really irks me the most. And then the next question is, do you partake in cultural practices? And then in brackets, the person asked me, ukuthi uthombile na? And no, I do not partake in cultural practices. And no, angathombi. Mara ningangibizi ngamakanyana, ayalumela ningangibizi ngamakanyana. Okay. But yeah, I haven't really, like, we don't partake in cultural practices. And the reason behind that is like, you know, religious reasons. My parents did partake in them, but they came together and, you know, got to church and they were like, okay, we no longer do that. And then which song got you through 2023? Oh, I think quite a number of songs actually got me through the past year. It was very, very charms, and I think it just really kind of depends on the type of goal I was going through. I think at my lowest, I think Hudula Lintate by IPCC really just is super close to my heart, because indeed and I just genuinely feel like at my lowest there's no song that picks me up like that. I think it just is soul soothing so much. So I think that's the one song I would say really got me through the year. But like otherwise, anything just celebration is really amazing. And I think one person that I always listen to when it's not too deep but I need a quick pick me up is Amanda Black. And I think my favorite song from there is like Pambili. And yeah, that is all the questions. I finally managed to actually go through them. I hope this is not too long, but yeah, this is the end of the video. I really hope you got a chance to like tap into who Ziggy is, and I really hope that you like it here. And if you do, baby, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and please do share this video. And most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe and become a part of the NM family, because baby, it's all good here. So yeah, man, that is all from me. I guess it's all done. So ngiyabonga ngithokoze kakhulu for making it to this point. And yeah, toodles, love and lights, bye.
Life move fast and you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want.